My name is Michael Elsner, and my subject areas are digital solutions, digital technologies, and mathematics. AI definitely has its benefits, especially with teachers' load increasing with different administrative tasks. AI can definitely help with that. Also with coming up with activities on the fly if needed. It's really beneficial for that. I've been using it also for writing comments, and that's made things a lot quicker and easier and gives me more time to focus on the curriculum. Yeah, most of it so far has been for myself. As I said, administration tasks with report writing, comments. Also for lesson preparation, it's been a great thing to do. For digital solutions with coding, obviously when you're debugging certain codes, it can take a long time just to find maybe there's a little apostrophe or comment missing. So being able to chuck that code into ChatGPT to debug it really helps as well. Kids have been using it for their assignments, but I've had also the experience of I put their code in what they've submitted in, and just put it back into ChatGPT and said, "Did you write this?" And I said, "Yes." So it's been able to help with that as well. Whereas some of the other, check-in systems struggle a little bit with that sort of thing. With some of their assignments, obviously we don't want them using it to code at the moment. So we've been asking, if they're struggling to come up with a particular idea. One of the assignments we were having with the students was to come up with a new innovative technology, and they had to create a technical proposal for that. And I said, look, you can't use it for some of your documentation, but for coming up with a specific idea, you can use that, and they can list out those possible ideas and make it, more efficient for them, so they're not wasting as much time. Instead of taking them 2 or 3 days, they can just come up in 5-10 minutes. Almost daily, yeah. So I've been playing around with it and seeing what it can and can't do, and by getting the parameters right, it can really save a lot of time in what we're doing. So as I said before, coming up with lesson preparations, sample code, because occasionally I like to put a little task together at the beginning of some of the lessons, and we can ask the kids to either find the bugs or try new things out. That allows us to come up with those more quickly.
Yeah.
The other area that we've been using it for is digital technologies, where students being able to play around with Adobe Firefly. And I plan to implement it more next year when we're doing year 9 and 10, when they're coming up with developing their websites.
Yep.
I'm going to ask them to use that to develop graphical parts of their website, so maybe come up with a banner or a logo, and those sort of things. So having ChatGPT and the Adobe Firefly gives quite a range of different areas that can be implemented. Even though digital solutions is about coding, it's going to be part of the future anyway, because you can do a program maybe if you're not as familiar with a particular language, you can say, okay, I want the program to do this, and then with a little bit of modification, you can usually get it done. It saves a lot of time. You can get the bulk of the coding done in a couple of minutes, as opposed to half an hour, an hour. I don't see AI going away anytime soon. I think it's here to stay. So I guess being able to adopt that and embrace it, instead of looking at it as something that is bad and evil, it's going to be important to be able to use, just similar to in Google and research. Being able to use this is just another tool that we can use to make our lives, more efficient and easier. Just becoming familiar with it. I know because it's only this year that it really has become more mainstream and popular. So at the time when I was looking at it, it was more just trial and error and figuring out what it can actually do. Looked at Bard as well, and depending on what task you were doing, they both had their, advantages and disadvantages. But at the moment, ChatGPT seems probably the more stronger option. I guess I'd say a 9. Only reason being is like the restrictions and stuff of what the education board allows to, I guess, with their assignments and things.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, it's, as I said before, it's going to be part of our daily lives, I think. It's nice and easy. You'll realise, just play maybe with like simple tasks at first to find out what it can do,
Yeah.
and then just I guess take hold of the opportunity to make it easier for yourself and to, I guess, become more efficient and yeah.